Hello and welcome to Retro Rewind. Every Friday except for last week. I already kind of explained that. I was busy doing those review series, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, finishing up the ABC review series, so I kind of, held everything back a week. So here we are. So here we go. We're going to take a look at the originally intended series finale of Dexter's Laboratory, Last But Not Beast. This was one of two episodes I want to take a look at in this series, but this one I had to talk about first. So yes, Last But Not Beast was the originally intended finale. I forgot to look up when it aired. It doesn't really matter, but it aired in 98, 99-ish. And the reason I say it was originally intended as the finale is I do believe that this had some kind of finality to it, except for the ending, which is the only part about it I really don't care for. Is it felt like a cop-out, like, oh, this is the end, but we did this, so we can still continue, which they did, but while I watched the last two seasons of, the third and fourth seasons of Dexter's Laboratory, I noticed there was considerable changes. Christine Cavanaugh did not come back to voice Dexter, so that was a big change. The animation was different. There was dad cartoons and mom cartoons. It was different. But, so this was the original series finale of the originally intended series finale for the original run of episodes. And the reason I say that it was most likely intended ending is because it combines all three of the show's main cartoons. If you don't know, the format of Dexter's Laboratory would be two Dexter cartoons bookending the episode. In the middle, you'd have either a Dial M for Monkey cartoon, which would be it's a cartoon about a crime-fighting monkey who works for secret agents, or the Justice Friends, which is an amalgamation of Justice League and Super Friends. It was about three superheroes living in an apartment and stuff like that. There was Major Glory, Val Hallen, and the Impractical Crunk, which were spoofs of Captain America, the Incredible Hulk, and Thor. Yeah. And this episode is one cartoon spread out the entire runtime, and is kind of combines all three of those, although not very effectively for the Justice Friends because they get their butt whooped by this thing. But the story here is that Dexter is in Japan because of a foreign exchange program, and a foreign exchange student from Japan, I think his name is Toshi, is living in his house. So Dexter's going to school in Japan, and he gets into a squabble with some local Japanese kids over whose technology is better, because in Japan they're fighting against each other in mech suits, whatever. And Dexter fires off a rocket that lands in a volcano or a mountain, or Mount Fuji, something like that, and awakens an ancient evil kaiju monster thing with an axe on the front of his face, which is real cool looking. It's in a picture. And so this thing just starts to destroy Tokyo or Japan, wherever in Japan it is. The Justice Friends come and they're fighting. And it's not just the three that I said. There's other ones. There's like Tiki Torch. There's a White Tiger, some other ones, Sam R.I., the Human Bullet, they're coming in there, and they're getting their butt whooped. And then Monkey and his people are coming in there, and also getting their butt whooped. Dexter has a plan. He has a new special combining robot that can stop it. But it takes 4 pilots to do it. So he's got Dee Dee. Oh, by the way, Mandark, who is Dexter's rival, if you don't know, also tries to stop the monster and he gets eaten. That's a plot point for later. In hindsight, they probably could have used him as one of the pilots. I don't know, but he gets eaten and that comes back into play later with the ending that I don't care for. Dexter realizes that the only 2 other choices are his parents, so he has to confess to his parents about the secret laboratory, which Dad says we will talk about that later. And they go out and in this combining robot that is kind of a mock-up of Power Rangers, which is why I like this episode so much. But, and they fight the thing. And they do have help from Monkey towards the end, beating him. But it's basically Power Rangers with Dexter. And they have this cool theme song. Go, Dexter, family, go. Dun, 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 dun. Go, Dexter, family, go. Dun, 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 dun. It's cool. Again, mocking the Power Rangers, which was fine. But, and eventually the monster is defeated, but thanks to help from Monkey. And then a few things happen. Monkey's costume falls off, so Dexter realizes that Monkey, superhero Monkey, is the monkey that he's been in his laboratory. And he says this, "Are you telling me that the superhero Monkey has been the regular old monkey that's been in my laboratory?" Dad hears this, and he goes, "Oh, Dexter, we need to talk." And then Dexter takes out a memory wipe ray and shoots both his parents with it. He goes, "Dad." And then Monkey grabs it and shoots him. So he doesn't remember anything that happened. None of them do. And this was a cop-out. Plain and simple. It was like, we needed finality, but just in case we do get renewed, or we want to come back later, he needs to keep having a secret lab. Like, they find out about it, but then erase his memory. If you're going to do that, why couldn't Mandark and Monkey be the other pilots? Why couldn't Monkey be like coming to Dexter, he's like, "Monkey? You are my monkey?" Or just Monkey coming to him and flying the other one. It could be Monkey and Mandark and Dee Dee. I'm just saying. But parents are there, and, you think, oh, it's because he's going to reveal his laboratory, and so that's going to be finality. In my opinion, they could have ended it with Dad saying, "Well, Dexter, we need to talk." And then the camera focusing on Dexter. That would have been fine. But he gives out the memory wipes, and we're not done disgracing Dexter yet. Because after Monkey erases Dexter's mind, Mandark pops out of the goop that used to be the monster and says, "I did it! I defeated the monster! I saved the world! I saved the world!" And Dexter goes, "I wanted to save the world." And I'm like, "You did! You did! This is what... And this is also why the ending of Ego Trip never sat right with me either. Because it's like, okay, we'll do Ego Trip as the real finale and make up for that. To then screw Dexter again, because it turns out, if you don't know, basic plot, robots from the future show up in Dexter's lab and are after the one who saved the future. Dexter destroys them very easily, then goes to the future, and through some consequences, he's about to save the future when Dee Dee comes prancing in and pushes the button that saves the future, and it turns out they made the robots that went back and started this whole thing. So, the Dexters, there are 4 Dexters. The Dexters created, it was Dexter himself who created the robots to go back and started this whole circle. So, it's really unnecessary plot, to be honest. But, the more I thought about it as an adult, it's like, it's like they tried to give him redemption, but then decided, nah, screw him, and give him a big middle finger again, and that Dee Dee saved the world. And remember, Dee Dee's the only one who has the knowledge, although I think she does, shooting herself with it. I don't know if it does anything. She's the only one with the knowledge that. No, she didn't. She's the only one with the knowledge that knows that what actually happened. So, I don't know if that ever comes back in later episodes. I don't remember if they did the Dexter family thing again. But this would have been a great finale if you kept it with that finality. But it's still a great episode. I love it. Yeah, so that's last but not least. So what are your thoughts on that? In the comments below, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one. Go, Dexter family, go!